If you're watching this video, then you probably just got the Winner CD in the mail. If you take it out, you will find a piece of paper with your registration code on it and the CD. We'll take the CD and go ahead and put that into the CD holder and then push it into the computer. And if your computer is like mine, it's going to take it about a minute or so, maybe not that long, for it to launch. And once it does, you'll get a little window in the middle that will ask if you want to run a file. Alright, so now we're going to click on Run Launch .exe, and this will be the same whether you are a voice writer or a steno writer. In the secondary window that comes up, we'll see Install Winner Software or Install the Security Device Driver. The Security Device Driver is for your key. If you have a purple key with a red light or a black key with the red light on it, and it's plastic, then that is a hasp key. Or if you have a parallel key, then that is also a hasp key. And you will need to install these device drivers. However, if you have the other type of key that is silver or black with the keychain on it, that you do not need any drivers, that will self-install. Alright, so let's get on with the Winner software. We're going to click on that green arrow, and here we have another set of arrows here, one to install Winner and the other one to install the WinView Real-Time Browser. Now the WinView Real-Time Browser is litigation software, and you can install that on a different computer and give it a whirl. So we're going to click on the first one, Install Winner Software, and it's giving you the message that you will need your registration number. So as it begins to whirl and kick into gear, we're going to see our Winner setup screen. It's the welcoming screen, and we'll click on Next. And then this one, if you would please read this in its entirety. And down at the bottom, after you click on Accept Agreement, you also agree to send me $20. And then click Next. And here we'll have the C drive. And you want to install it on the C drive, if at all possible. Winner will just run better from that drive. So we'll click Next. And here's a critical part. If you're upgrading from version 8, 9, or 10 to version 11, and you want to use your same user ID, feel free to do it. We want to make sure you don't put any punctuation symbols, and we don't want the ID to be too terribly long. So I use V11. It's easy for me to remember. That's what I need. So then we click Next. And here it's going to give us in the Start menu, what do we want to call Winner? Well, in this case, we've already pre-selected ProCat, so just click Next, unless you want to call it something else. And if you're installing on a brand new computer and you want an icon, you want to make sure that this is checked. If it isn't, if you are installing over Winner again, then you don't really need a secondary one, so just click Next. And we'll click Next on this one too. It's just giving us information. If anything is different, or you want it to be different, go back and you can make your changes. And here we go. We're going to install. Now the actual installation of the program doesn't usually take too long. It's when we start installing the tutorials that now come with Winner that's going to take a little bit, a minute, maybe 2 minutes. After launching Winner from that last screen, you'll get the ProCat Set Reg utility. And this is where you're going to type in your name that as it exists on that piece of paper. So if you have an MS period in there, you're going to have to put it in there. If there's any other type of information in there, you have to put that in, because the number that is generated is based on the amount of characters and in the registration name, so it has to be exactly the same. And when you type it in, it is going to be in all uppercase, so don't let that throw you. And here goes my number. And when you do that and you click on Save, and you It's going to tell you if you don't do it exactly the way it's supposed to be. There we go. Winter registration successful. You click on OK. It's going to take us back to the Winter login screen. This is where you type in your user ID. Mine was V11, and because I've had this installed on this computer before, then it just kept my previous user ID in there. Don't really have to do anything but to hit the Enter key or click on Login. Now that's going to take us right into Winter, and voila, we're all done.